You are listening to Revenge Rain. Enjoy the story. My sister and I were reborn on the very day we were supposed to bind with a system. This time, Bella was faster. She snatched the answer system before I could blink. She tried to hide her excitement, but her eyes were wild as she whispered to me, "Jane, in this life, it's your turn to taste what it feels like to be stabbed to death." I was forced to take the leftover one, the score swap system. Honestly, I was speechless. Did she really want to repeat her old life for me? I laughed. I laughed because she knew absolutely nothing about her own twin sister. She thought I got into Harvard in our past life because of the answer system. The truth is, I never used it, not even once, because I knew the answer system had a fatal flaw. In our past life, during the SATs, Bella used the score swap system to steal scores from the school genius, Lucas. She went from being the bottom of the class to the top scorer in the state overnight. But her sudden success raised red flags. The internet dug up her grades from the past 3 years, straight D's and F's. Everyone called her a fraud. The public was furious, demanding an investigation. But Bella didn't care. She forced our parents to throw a huge party, inviting the whole neighborhood to celebrate her genius. Relatives swarmed around her, flattering her. Someone asked, "They are twins. How come Bella is a genius and Jane can't even pass a basic exam?" My mom sighed, looking embarrassed. Jane has always been difficult. Even in the womb, she kicked her sister. She's just unlucky. I looked at Bella. She was eating grapes peeled by our mom, looking at me with a smug, provoking smile. She ordered me to get her water like I was a servant. Before the party could even start, the police called. They announced that Bella was disqualified for cheating and was under investigation. The party turned into a riot. Guests demanded their money back. And then, a crazy woman rushed out from the crowd. She looked like a beggar, with a red mole between her eyebrows. She screamed, "You stole my son Lucas's score! You deserve to die!" She stabbed Bella repeatedly. In her final moments, Bella pushed me in front of the knife to save herself. I died in pain, and now we are back. Bella thought she won by grabbing the answer system. She didn't know I was reborn too, and she didn't know why I never used that cursed system in my past life. The day after our rebirth, we had our first mock exam of senior year. The test was notoriously hard. Even Lucas, the school genius, looked serious. 5 minutes before the test, I received an anonymous text. "Watch your head." I looked around. Who sent this? My eyes landed on Bella in the back row. She looked relaxed, applying lipstick instead of studying. Her deskmate whispered, "Bella, aren't you going to review? The test starts in 10 minutes. Bella slammed her mirror down. Panic for what? Grades are decided at birth. The class went silent. Everyone glared at her. Lucas, sitting behind me, muttered, "She needs therapy." I couldn't help but chuckle. Bella heard me. Furious, she grabbed her heavy metal chair and hurled it straight at my head. Crash! But before it hit me, a long leg kicked the chair midair, sending it flying across the room. It was Lucas. He stood up, glaring at Bella with disgust. "Bella, do you know how ugly you look right now?" Bella froze, her face turning red. "Lucas, why are you protecting her?" Lucas looked at her coldly. "I'm not protecting Jane. I'm stopping a murder. If that chair hit her, she'd be dead or brain damaged. She is your sister. How can you be so vicious?" The whole class stared at Bella. Bella stomped her foot. "Fine. You all hate me. I'll prove to you that I'm 1,000 times better than Jane," she stormed out. The class burst into laughter. Everyone thought she was delusional. Only I knew she wasn't entirely crazy. She had the system, but I turned to Lucas. "How did you know she would throw the chair?" I remembered the text. "Watch your head." Was it him? Lucas didn't look at me. He sat down and pulled out his phone. Reflexes. Don't flatter yourself. I tried calling the number that sent the text. "The number you have dialed is not in service." The exam began. Luck was not on my side. I was seated near Bella. I watched her closely. She looked around nervously, struggling. Just when I thought she might give up, she closed her left eye and opened her right eye wide. Her pen started moving across the paper at lightning speed. I sighed in relief. She activated it. She activated the answer system. I wondered if she read the fine print at the bottom of the user agreement. The creator of that system had a twisted sense of humor. Bella was jumping into a pit of fire, thinking it was a spotlight. The results came out. Bella ranked 19th in the entire grade, just one rank above me. I realized she was smarter than I thought. She knew a perfect score would be too suspicious, so she intentionally copied only some answers, just enough to beat me. But for a girl who usually scored 0, ranking 19th was a miracle. It caused an earthquake at Northwood High. Students marched to the principal's office, demanding a retest for Bella. They refused to believe a girl who spent class sleeping and flirting could suddenly outsmart them. The principal found Bella in the hallway, cornering Lucas. "Lucas, see? I'm smart too. Can you look at me now instead of Jane?" Lucas looked like he swallowed a fly. The principal interrupted them. "Bella, due to student complaints, we need you to take a public retest." Bella smirked. She glanced at me, then at the crowd. "If I pass the retest, I want everyone here to apologize to me." A loud student shouted, "If you pass, we'll carry you around the school like a queen. But if you fail, you have to read an apology letter on the school radio for a month." Bella laughed. "Deal." The principal added, "If Bella passes this test and the next monthly exam, I will nominate her for the National Math Olympiad. The winner gets direct admission to MIT." The crowd gasped. That was the golden ticket. Bella's eyes lit up. She looked at Lucas, then at me, with a triumphant sneer. She thought she had won everything. But the game had just begun. Bella passed the public retest. The school live-streamed the whole thing. She sat there, closing one eye, scribbling answers like a machine. When the grading machine spit out a perfect score, the doubters were silenced. True to their word, the students organized a victory parade. On a Friday afternoon, a crowd of teenagers carried banners reading "Bella, the genius," and marched around the town square. I didn't want to go. But just before the parade started, I received another anonymous text. "This time you received the score swap system." A chill ran down my spine. Who was watching me? I texted back, "Who are you?" The reply came instantly. "At the parade. Look for the blue wind chime." The parade was chaos. It was like a riot mixed with a pep rally. Students were screaming, jumping, and pushing. Suddenly, I was shoved from behind. I fell hard onto the asphalt. Someone, a hand in the crowd, shoved a small blue wind chime doll into my pocket. Before I could see who it was, the crowd surged. Feet trampled over my legs. I tried to crawl, but the pain was blinding. I was about to be crushed. Then, I was lifted into the air. Lucas. He hoisted me up, sitting me on his shoulder like a child. He looked panicked. "You act so tough, but you're light as a feather," he muttered, his voice shaking. "Hold on tight. If I put you down, you'll be pancakes." I looked at him. "My leg hurts." He gripped my ankle gently. "I know. Just shut up and let me save you." From my vantage point, I saw Bella at the front of the parade, waving like a beauty queen. She was healthy, glowing, and loved. Lucas scoffed. "Funny, you're twins. She's built like an athlete, and you look like you haven't eaten in a week. Did your parents only feed one of you?" I went silent. He was right. We didn't grow up eating the same food. When we were born, Bella had a minor heart defect. My parents kept her to nurse her back to health and sent me to live with a distant aunt in a trailer park. While Bella drank organic milk, I drank tap water. While Bella played with dolls, I collected cans to buy bread. When I was 12, they brought me back, but nothing changed. I remember one morning, there was one glass of milk and one egg on the table. I was starving. I drank the milk. Mom slapped me so hard I hit the wall. She poured a bucket of cold water on me. "You ungrateful rat! That was for your sister. Vomit it out. Vomit it out now!" Another time, I stole a boiled egg from Bella's plate and ran. Mom chased me down the street with a broom, forced my mouth open, and dug the half-chewed egg out with her fingers. Thief at 3, thief forever. I should have drowned you at birth. But the worst memory was the car accident. One rainy night, Dad went out to buy steaks for Bella. He got hit by a car 2 miles from home. The driver fled. I found him lying in a ditch, head bleeding. I begged passing cars for help. No one stopped. Finally, a truck driver, a kind man, stopped and took us to the hospital. But when Mom arrived, she didn't thank him. She grabbed him and screamed, "You hit him! You have to pay!" There were no cameras on that road. The truck driver was poor. I tried to tell the police the truth. "He's a good man. He saved Dad. The other car drove away." Mom punched me in the stomach to shut me up. She told the police I was in shock and speaking nonsense. When Dad woke up, he looked at the kind driver and said, "It was him. He hit me." My heart shattered. They sued the Good Samaritan for thousands of dollars. The man lost his job. When we got home, Dad beat me black and blue. "You stupid girl! We could have lost the settlement money because of your big mouth. Why didn't you just die in that ditch?" That was the day I stopped loving my family. That was the day I realized I am alone. Lucas carried me away from the crowd and set me down on a bench. Suddenly, Bella screamed, "Jane!" She stormed over, dragging Mom with her. She pointed a finger at me. "You bitch! Why are you with Lucas?" She pretended to faint. Mom caught her, glaring at me. "What did you do to your sister? She has a weak heart." Lucas stepped in front of me. "Stop the drama. She's fine. Jane is the one with the injured leg." Bella miraculously recovered. She looked at Lucas with teary eyes. "Lucas, why are you so mean to me now? You used to be nice." Lucas looked at her shoes, then at mine. I noticed something. On Lucas's sneakers, there was a tiny drawing of a blue wind chime. The text message. I looked at him. Was it him? The second monthly exam came. Bella scored a 1580 on the SATs. A near-perfect score. She became a legend. The school nominated her for the National Math Olympiad. I studied hard and barely scraped enough points to qualify for the Olympiad too. Dad was ecstatic. He bought a huge, expensive victory cake for Bella. He pushed the cake towards me. "Jane, don't touch it. This is for your sister's good luck." Bella smirked and pushed a slice towards me. "Here, Jane. You need the luck more than I do." I stared at the cake. I didn't eat it. That night, Bella cornered me in my room. She locked the door. She pulled out a box cutter. The blade glinted in the dark. "Jane, Lucas rejected me again today. Why? Why does he like you in this life too?" She looked insane. "You don't need to be pretty. If I cut your face, maybe he'll stop looking at you." She slashed the knife at me. I dodged, but the blade caught my chin. Blood dripped onto the floor. I snapped. I kicked her in the chest. She fell back. I jumped on her and slapped her twice. "You are crazy! Wake up!" Bang! Dad kicked the door open. Seeing me on top of Bella, he didn't ask questions. He punched me in the ribs. "You monster! Trying to kill your sister?" Mom hugged Bella, who was laughing maniacally. "She's jealous of me. She knows I'm going to MIT. She wants to ruin my face." I lay on the floor, bleeding, listening to their lies. I touched the wound on my chin. It stung. But for the first time, I felt powerful. I realized something. Bella was scared. She had the answer system, but she was terrified of me. The next day, I went to school with a bandage on my face. Lucas saw me. He grabbed my hand. "Did she do this?" I pulled away. "Just a cat scratch." "What kind of cat uses a knife?" He looked angry. I walked to class. In the hallway, Bella was flirting with the quarterback, trying to make Lucas jealous. Lucas gagged. "She thinks I'm blind. Or maybe the quarterback is blind." A few days later, Lucas's father, the richest man in the city, came to school. He pulled Lucas out of the math Olympiad. Rumor was, Lucas didn't need the competition. His family could buy him into any Ivy League school. But I knew the truth. I followed Lucas to a quiet alley after school. He was helping a woman wipe tables at a street food stall. The woman looked poor, tired, and she had a red mole between her eyebrows. The murderer. The woman who killed Bella in our past life. Lucas's mother. Lucas saw me. He grabbed my wrist and pulled me aside. "I know you are reborn too." I froze. "And I know you have the score swap system." He looked into my eyes. "My name isn't just Lucas. There are two of us in this body." He tapped his head. "The Lucas you knew, the cold one, and me, Chi-Chi." He pointed to the blue wind chime drawing on his shoe. "I sent the text. I saved you at the parade." I stared at him. "Why?" "Because, in our past life, you were the only one who treated me like a human being." He handed me a small metal box he dug up from under a tree. Inside were notes I had written him in our past life. "Get lost. I hate eggs. Don't touch my hair." Small, insignificant notes. But he kept them all. "My mother is going to kill Bella again, unless we stop it." "How?" I asked. He smiled, a sad, broken smile. "We are going to take down my father and your sister at the same time. We are going to rig the National Olympiad." The National Math Olympiad Finals. This wasn't a paper test. It was a rapid-fire, computerized buzzer round. Questions flashed on the screen for 10 seconds. I looked at Bella. She was sweating. Ding! The first question appeared. Bella blinked rapidly, closing one eye, then the other. She was waiting for the system to project the answer on the paper. But there was no paper, and the system couldn't read the refresh rate of the digital screen. She froze. "System error. Input format not recognized. Please scan paper." I saw her lips trembling. She started guessing randomly. A, C, D. As the questions got harder, Bella's composure cracked. She stood up abruptly, screaming at the empty air. "It's lagging! It's broken! Reset it! Reset the test!" The judges stared at her. The audience murmured. A live broadcast captured the genius Bella, having a meltdown, unable to answer a single question. She scored in the bottom percentile. I scored in the top 10. The ride home was a nightmare. Dad drove the minivan, his face red with humiliation. Mom sat in the passenger seat, silent. I was in the back with Bella. She stared at me, her eyes bloodshot. Suddenly, she lunged at me. You knew the system couldn't read screens. You set me up." She strangled me. "I'll kill you. If I kill you, I can restart. I can swap again." Mom turned around to stop her, accidentally hitting Dad's arm. The steering wheel jerked. Screech! The van slammed into an old oak tree. I woke up in the hospital with a broken arm. But my parents and Bella weren't so lucky. Mom was paralyzed from the waist down. Bella suffered a severe head injury. The doctors said her memory was fragmented, but I knew the truth. She had gone insane. Dad locked her in a room in a cheap motel. We lost the house due to the lawsuit. He fed her like a doll. Bella would just sit there rocking back and forth, muttering, "Swap, swap with me. I want to swap." Dad, desperate for money, hatched a sick plan. He found out Bella was pregnant from her fling with the quarterback. But Dad convinced himself, and tried to convince the world, that the baby belonged to Lucas. "The Sterling family is rich," Dad whispered to me, his eyes manic. "If we say it's Lucas's baby, they will pay us millions to keep it quiet." I looked at him with disgust. "Dad, Lucas hates her, and the Sterlings will crush you." "You shut up! You are my only hope now. You have to help me blackmail them." I walked out. I went to find Lucas. I found him at the city cemetery, standing by a fresh grave. He looked different, older, colder. "He's gone," Lucas said, not looking at me. "Who?" "Chi-Chi, the innocent part of me, the one who liked wind chimes and brought you breakfast." My heart sank. Lucas turned to me. "My father, Mr. Sterling, He's a monster. He abused my mother. He abuses me. He thinks money can hide everything. In my past lives, I tried to run, and he killed me. But this time, I have a plan. He looked at my phone. You have the score swap system, right? I nodded. Use it, not for a test, but for the whole system. The plan was simple and destructive. Lucas went public. He sat in front of a camera and live-streamed a confession. He exposed his father's bribery, the money laundering, the abuse. Simultaneously, I walked to the Department of Education server building, or close enough for the system to connect. I activated the score swap system. System, please select target. I whispered, select all. System, swap targets, 2,000 students. Mode, randomized. I didn't swap my score with a genius. I swapped the scores of the entire state's elite students with the bottom-tier students. Chaos ensued. When the SAT results came out, the sons and daughters of senators, CEOs, and judges, kids who paid millions for tutors, scored zeros. Meanwhile, kids from the poorest districts scored perfect 1600s. The anomaly was so massive it triggered a federal investigation. The FBI raided the testing centers. They raided the Sterling mansion, suspecting cyber warfare or massive fraud. They found Lucas's evidence. They found the bribes. Mr. Sterling was arrested. His empire crumbled. My dad's plan to blackmail the Sterlings failed before it began. With no money and a criminal record, he was forced to work construction to feed his paralyzed wife and insane daughter. Bella gave birth to a baby boy. Dad tried to sell the baby, but Child Protective Services intervened. Bella was institutionalized. And me? I stood at the train station, holding a single suitcase. Lucas came to say goodbye. He looked tired, but free. Where will you go? He asked. Far away, somewhere nobody knows the name Bella or Jane. He handed me a small box. Inside was a blue wind chime. Chi-Chi wanted you to have this. I took it. Thank you for saving me. He smiled. No, we saved each other. I got on the train. As it pulled away, I threw my phone and the system into the trash can. I didn't need a cheat code anymore. I had my freedom. Before we go, please note, this is a fictional story collected and edited by us for entertainment and educational purposes. Our goal is to foster emotional awareness, empathy, and understanding regarding family pressure and integrity. We have absolutely no intention of promoting hatred, offense, or harm toward any individual or group. The lesson I learned after 2 lifetimes is this: there are no shortcuts to a destiny that belongs to you. My sister thought she could steal my life by stealing a system. She thought success was just a score on a paper. She forgot that true strength comes from resilience, from surviving the storm, not skipping it. She tried to cheat fate, and fate cheated her back. I also learned that family isn't about blood. It's about who stands by you when the world is crashing down. My parents shared my DNA, but they were my biggest abusers. Lucas, a stranger, was my savior. That is my story. A chaotic journey, but finally, a peaceful destination. But what about you? If you were offered a system that let you steal someone else's success, their grades, their job, their money, would you take it? Or would you trust in your own hard work? And if you were in my shoes, would you have forgiven your sister? Or would you have let her face the consequences of her own greed? Please leave a comment below, share your story and your point of view. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Revenge Reign, so you don't miss the next emotional story of karma and justice. Goodbye and see you next time.